Hey, good evening. Welcome to Winning Wednesday. I'm going to start out with a video and then we'll be right back for some introductions and the topic of this evening.
We believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they're always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose. We help you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
What an awesome video. Let me come back to my screen and introduce myself. So,
Why don't you own an apartment building? And I'm serious right now. Let me show you a path that could change your life, your financial.
okay. See, we're always in training. Good evening. I am Deborah Johnson, beauty consultant, sales director, and future Pink Cadillac unit with the Dreamcatchers. So, for those who are either listening to this recording or on this evening, this really is just a very comprehensive discussion on just what a Mary Kay business looks like, what it can provide, all the opportunities, the flexibility. So let me start with just sharing a little bit about myself. So I have been representing Mary Kay for 35 years, actually more than that. I was in my very early 20s when I was invited to a woman's home, a friend of mine who was having a skincare party. I fell in love with the skincare. And I remember leaving out of there with a very bright purple lipstick, which was not quite my color, but um, of all the things I remember, that's kind of a funny event. But I, at that moment, got myself a consultant number and joined to be a beauty consultant for the 50% profitability, the discount. So yes, we have by far the best compensation model for direct sales, and we are a direct sales company. So back to my story, I did that for decades. So I was single at the time, then I was married, I had children, 3 children, and always just continued getting my products for myself. And there are no quotas, there's no territories. So a lot of women do just what I did. They join because they love the products, and a 50% discount is pretty smart if you're financially savvy. And daring enough, because I think a lot of women just don't, they feel like there's some hook, there's some catch. It's almost like it's too good to be true, so it can't be real. I can testify for over 35 years. I have been able to get my products at 50%. Did I get some customers along the way? Of course. Friends, family, when people knew what I did. And of course, we share that we're at least a Mary Kay Beauty consumer, a consultant, and that, yeah, we can get the products for people we know. So, um, fast forward the clock to just 2 years ago. I was in corporate America for most of my career, healthcare primarily, and in particular, medical transcription. That may or may not mean anything to anybody on here tonight, but medical transcription has been kind of slowly but surely being replaced with technology. So I knew that eventually my very cushy, well-paying corporate position was going to eventually, let me loose. And so it was March of 2023 that I did get, that call into the meeting, and they told me that my position was being eliminated, and I was prepared. My Mary Kay business became my plan B when COVID hit, actually, because I thought, well, here we are. People were losing their jobs, things were uncertain. A lot of people started working from home, and a lot of people were let go. So that was when I, in my mind and even in my inventory, started pivoting and thought, okay, this is going to be my plan B whenever that time comes. So I had, because I was in the culture and the community, I had had many opportunities to attend meetings, events. Gosh, we have 4 events every year in Mary Kay, leadership or just training events. Awesome, awesome. The culture is um, really kind of your faith first, family second, and career third. And in corporate America, and for anybody who's worked in corporate America, you know that that is not at all how corporate America treats women. It's like, it's almost a burden if you say, well, my kids are sick, or I have to take care of this, or I need this time off. You're made to feel guilty. And a lot of times it could actually impede your career growth or your career path with that company. Um, so I immediately reached out to the national that I had been introduced to. I would go to her studio. I knew her well enough. We had chatted many times. And so I called her when that moment came, and I said, okay, hey, I've got, till the end of the month, and then a 6-month severance. And after, 15, 20 years with the same company, that's all I got was 6 months of severance and a goodbye. Nothing more than that, which is very common as well. Um, so she just said, well, congratulations, let's get going. So in my first year, I did become a director, sales director, and I earned the first free car that you can earn with Mary Kay. So yes, you can earn free cars. There are 3 levels. So I have a Silver Trax, which has Mary Kay all around the sides and back, and it is free. And Mary Kay also, the corporation pays 85% of the auto insurance and tabs and plates for a car. So who listening to this may find that very advantageous. So if having a free car provided by Mary Kay for doing your job is sounds good to you, let's talk. I also have earned numerous beautiful pieces of jewelry from earrings to rings, just again by doing what I should be doing anyway, and that is just talking to women, inviting them to try the products. And so I call ourselves the future Pink Cadillac Dreamcatcher unit. So again, 63 years. Let me tell you a little bit about Mary Kay, the company. You saw it in the video. 63 years is almost what we're approaching come September, and it's August right now. So let's just say it's 63 years ago. We have proven to just thrive as the years have gone on. We're pandemic proof, we are recession proof. In a recession, the things that people do not get rid of is cigarettes, alcohol, and skincare, cosmetics, soaps, the beauty. We still have to be living life, right? And especially in today's age or today's era with inflation and everything costing so much, I've never seen so many families and women in particular needing extra income. So this is where, again, if you need, whether you need an extra $500 a month or whether you're looking to maybe you don't have a job or you don't like the job you have, I always say to women, what do you have to lose, right? It costs $35. And I'll continue sharing my screen here. And startup options. Okay, so here we go. For $35, you actually can get started. You get a consultant number. You get some brochures, some samples, and a very professional Mary Kay website, as well as a ProPay account, which allows you to do business transactions with credit or debit cards. That's what the $35 gets you started with. And where else can you start a business and start earning money immediately? And that's what this affords you. So for $35, you can get started this evening. But on startup, and you have today or 15 days beyond your startup day when you actually submit your agreement to consider this very smart financial investment here. For $90, you get this beautiful black bag, which you can carry things around in. You get a flip chart. I mean, I'm not going to read the whole page, but it gives you everything you need to do skincare parties, product samples. And the amazing part of it is you get retail sized products that actually this $90 starter kit, you can see some of the pictures here, is worth over $450. So for $90, you're investing in your business and getting a $450 starter kit. So you have 15 days from the day you sign up. If it is not a financial question, I would say get it right away because then you get to start your business with everything you need. And the beautiful thing is you get me as your coach, as your trainer. You get 63 years of training and education materials. You get an entire website that walks you through, and there's videos, there's tutorials, and it's free training. So again, where else can you start a business with that price point? Get all the training you need for free. People pay a lot of money, right, for college educations, and you have a coach always who is available to you. That is Mary Kay pays me. So let me use that as a nice segue to Mary Kay. A Mary Kay business is very smart also because you'll hear people in today's world saying, well, we need multiple streams of income, right? Um, there are multiple streams of income within a Mary Kay business. So I mentioned the profitability of just sales. You can sell products, you buy them for $1 and you sell them for $2. So as you're selling products, you're making 50% profit, and that's right in your pocket that same day. So where else? Then you're not waiting for a paycheck, and it's not just a once a month or a twice a month or maybe once a week. Some people still get a weekly paycheck. This could be every day. You could actually earn money every day in Mary Kay if you're selling products. The second stream of income is, as I mentioned, the car. You can earn a car as a director or not as a director. And again, you can take cash or the car, but a free car with no auto insurance payments and no tabs to the state you live in, that's a pretty nice deal. Then you also can earn as a director if you choose a career path, and we are looking for leaders. It is so important right now that we continue passing the baton. Mary Kay Ash was a real person who just wanted this company to be profitable for women, pay them what they're worth, allow them to live in a culture that allows us to prioritize our faith first, our family second, our careers third, and earn what we're worth, work in and around our life. So you choose whether you want to work 5 hours a week and earn money with Mary Kay, or whether you want to work 20, 30, 40 hours a week. You can do that, and we need leaders. So Mary Kay Corporate pays me to teach other women how to do what I'm already doing or done. So I teach women how to get their business up and going. How do you gain customers? Because another stream of income is residual income. So as you're building a customer base, we have the top brand loyalty in cosmetics. So women, once they're using it, unless you fall off the face of the earth, which unfortunately does happen a lot, Mary Kay beauty consultants start a business and then they decide it's not for them or whatever. And then that customer base that she was serving, has to find somebody else. But I call it roll out of bed money. So if you have 100 or 200 customers over time, and everybody's reordering every 4 to 6 months, you can see where each customer becomes residual income with her 2 or 3 orders a year times 100, 200. I mean, you choose, and you can build your customer base as fast or slow as you want to. Another stream of income is trips. And then we call them Disney gifts, or princess gifts. There is jewelry that I've got two beautiful, beautiful rings that I've earned in my two seminar, which is our annual conference every year, that I've earned with those beautiful rings. You can earn trips once you get into the director realm and you're building your team into, a nice empire. And these are all expense paid, luxurious, top of the line, like business class, stellar. You pay for nothing and you get to bring a guest. So whether that's your significant other, your partner, if you don't have that, you can bring a sister, you can bring a friend, whoever you want to bring, but it's a plus one and you're treated like royalty. So those are the many different ways that a woman can start up a business. And I think this is kind of nice too. I find what is beautiful about what I get to do every day is find women. And again, Mary Kay, her philosophy was she felt that everybody really walked around with a sign that said, make me feel important, make me feel worthy. And it's our job a lot of times as women with women to help a woman feel beautiful and give her that confidence. So here we are. Um, what do high achieving women start a Mary Kay business, or why do they? Well, it's confidence, it's the car, it's the advantages, it's a challenge. And I will say, if you are the kind of person who feels like they're just kind of floating and coasting in life, and you're wondering, this is like, I feel like the hamster on the wheel, right? I get up, go to work, come home, eat dinner, do whatever, go to sleep, do it all over again. The beauty of Mary Kay is we are always growing and we're always challenging each other and we're always supporting each other. But we've got book clubs and studies, and it's just a lot of personal and self-growth. Right. Before I run out of time, I think the other thing I just want to show you, this speaks to, again, the company that's been around this was showing 60 years. We're now 63. But you can just see we have actually 1,600 patents for our products, testing and quality, high quality. Lots of accolades for a company. Let me see if I can move this down. Positive impact to our communities and environment, because Mary Kay has two arms of philanthropy. One is for domestic abuse for women and children. And you can see over here, $200 million has already been shared out in the community for both the domestic violence and then cancers that affect women in particular. Um, 1 in 3 women are victims of some kind of domestic violence, and that does not have to be just physical. I think we tend to, that's our first thought, physical, emotional, financial. And this is where this company, again, you can earn as much, there's no ceiling. The sky is the limit, honestly. If you are interested in really changing your family's legacy, your own legacy, that your future family, your future children, your future grandchildren, this is an opportunity. And one last thing, yes, we buy inventory, but it's an option. And another just kind of security net or low risk, if you want to look at it this way, the company will, let's say you join tonight, and in 6 months or 9 months or 10 months, 12 months from now, you say, this just isn't the right time for me or whatever. I'm not going to do this. The company will buy back your products that you've bought in that prior 12 months. So let's say it's 11 and a half months, because I would hate to say, don't wait till the 12th month. But anything you bought in a 12-month period prior to quitting, as long as it's unopened and not used, they will buy it back. They destroy it, but they'll give you 90% of what you paid for it. So talk about no risk. I mean, if you bought the starter kit in the beginning and got 350 or the $450 in bonus, you're walking away ahead, and I can guarantee you'll be all the better for it. And then what I want to say too is, maybe in a million years you're listening to all this and you say, that's great, Deborah. It's not really for me. You still can be a wonderful talent scout for myself, for whoever invited you to listen to this recording, because you know women that we don't. And so if there is a woman who has been speaking about, gosh, I need to make some more money every month. I got to get rid of this bill or this debt, or I got to move, or whatever that may be. Or maybe it's just because things cost that much more, right? Um, Please, now you have someone you can refer her to, and that would be, the best thing you could do for her and for us, because I am so grateful that a woman like Mary Kay, and especially back in the 1960s, she really stepped out in a bold way and decided to do this. And I know she has impacted millions upon millions of women. We are in over 35 to 40 countries other than the US, and so many thousands and thousands of women in the United States building a Mary Kay empire of their own. And the business model is very simple. It's all mathematically driven. So again, you have to be coachable and teachable and understand the math behind the numbers. If you want to make $2,000 a month, okay, there's a math formula that you need to look at and say, okay, I can do that too. Um, I honestly think that for tonight, that probably is it. I like to keep things short and sweet. I hope this has given you enough at least to say, oh, yeah, I want to have that conversation. I would love to have a conversation with you. And really, here's what I always like to say is, what do you have to lose? And if you were to choose saying yes tonight, why would you do that? Like, what is your why? Because I think everybody in any business has a story of, well, why am I here? Why did I choose this job, this career? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Right? What is your why? And then let's fill it. So thank you for tuning in. Um, I would love to have a conversation with you. Talk to your consultant, whoever shared this with you. And if that's me, let's chat. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your evening.